It's the Ravens and the reigning AFC champs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and here's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play.
I can't decide which to play, Adonis or King, so, you know, just going to give this one up to the Sim. Let them see which one's better team.
Get this out wide to Singletary.
The Bills blew the Raiders out last week, so, yeah. Nakua had, like, Ramos, he had 4 catches for 93, no touchdowns. The Raiders really couldn't get it going against the Bills, you know. That's no surprise there, though. So, but this is actually a very good matchup. But like, I think it's an even matchup, and I really couldn't call it. So we'll see what's going to go home.
So well, doesn't it? He really does. And the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Allen again. It's complete to Diggs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive. I think came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Bite, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Allen now looks to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I like this focus there because he doesn't let the I need him. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. The quick feet by Jackson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The Jackson going to hold on to it again. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. They run with Sanders off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then you not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
All season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He will push his way down to about the 14. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. To the air, Allen. There's a screen with Gainwell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
So on 4th down, it's Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The right hash here should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 30-0 lead. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. With the 3 drives we had to score with that field goal.
They're still waiting for the breakout drive to come to them. They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And they'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Baltimore set to take over here in their 2nd possession of the game. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's ring a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they work his way upfield across the 45. A 1st down there and a pickup of 25.
I give them credit for a good read right there because they let the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get that separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
Jackson on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, it's gonna be this cold. I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. 16 yards on that one.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now an option play on second down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And Diggs has it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series...
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 minutes gone by the second quarter. On play action, Allen.
On the throw running too much that time. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen. His throw incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Most like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And here come the Bills. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give, Singletary right side. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go right back to Singletary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 55 rushing yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
When he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Jackson now off the bootleg. And his pass incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of who they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On third down, they turn to Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From just shy of midfield, Allen steps away to his left.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. On 2nd and 12, Jackson looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, we see him catch a few passes in the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down.
That is complete downfield to Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis,
A 9-yard touchdown Brown.
and the Bills have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis.
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half with this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
He's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Bills, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Jackson going to run again. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And again, it's Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
A give running left, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing of momentum right there.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now? and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run with Sanders off the option. 83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jackson. Left side here to Sanders. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Bills ready to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Allen. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's complete to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On the counter, this is Singletary. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and short now following the fumble. An option handoff given to Sanders.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
An option handoff given to Sanders. He'll get this down to the 38. Second down, back to Sanders.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Now it's Jackson. The Sanders has got it complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Now they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the fourth quarter driver's seat, still up 3.
Singletary to get the drive started.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On play action, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Singletary again. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2nd down and goal. Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Singletary.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Bass is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run with Sanders off the option, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And Diggs has it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From midfield, here's Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich going against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll go down at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. The Bills are going to the Super Bowl as we say goodnight, everybody.
Oh, there you have it.